Want the insider tips on how to land that coveted job? Well, experts say the key is to get motivated and have a specific plan. Career strategist Philippe Desrochers, known as Dr. Career, is a certified career development facilitator. He's a lecturer at the University of British Columbia Business School, a career talk show host, and a newspaper columnist. He's conducted extensive research, and his findings conclude that networking and picking up the phone lots of times is the way to successful job hunting. In his new book, Land Your Dream Job in 12 Weeks or Less, and his work entitled The Values Method, which is a step-by-step model to getting job hunters into action, he teaches how to really get focused and how to make the move to that dream job.
When you get into action, you'll see some results pretty quickly, and many individuals wait for the positions to come to them. But when that happens, they're often competing with too many people, and the hiring process can be between 8 and 12 weeks, and that's just long and just too much competition. And so why not go directly to the employer? Employers will always say, we're not hiring, but deep down, often they'll say they always look for top talent. And so one of the things I learned, and you'll learn, or individuals can learn when they apply this technique, is when they approach an employer, whether or not they're hiring, often they'll do one of two things. They'll admit that a position actually does exist, even though it's not posted, or they'll actually invent a position for you.
In his first book, One Day Dream Job Challenge, learn step-by-step how to land employment in just one day. It's groundbreaking in ebook form and softcover, where job seekers are taught the exact wording to use to befriend the receptionist and how to always be referred right to that decision maker.
I'm here to introduce myself to, and then you say the name of the manager. You've already done your research. When you do that, it's amazing the response you'll get. And don't forget, you have to use first name only because you're more likely to get in that way. If they're not available, you can then ask for their business card. Beautiful. Go home, call them back later that day, say you were there, and you can book your interview on the phone. Just say, I dropped in, didn't have a chance to talk to you, done a lot of research on your firm, love your firm. Could I come in for 10 or 15 minutes and talk about opportunities? Would that work for you?
Dr. Career is a popular speaker to peer and job seeker audiences with vast experience in resume development, job search, networking, interviewing, recruiting, and salary negotiations. He says networking today is easier than years past due to social networking, something he says is a must.
Social networking sites are extremely powerful tools to help you find work. You must use them, but there's a very important word of caution. You can get sidetracked from your focus. Remember, every time you're using a social networking site, such as Twitter, you don't want to start announcing that what you're doing that morning, or you don't want to start telling people what it is that you plan on doing for your weekend. It's so important, for example, with Twitter, to follow people. Around Twitter, you want to remember following people is critical. For example, the president of a company, you can actually follow them and find out where they're going. Facebook, the only strategy that I've used with Facebook is in your updates, tell them that you're looking for opportunities in a field. They love it. People don't use that strategy. And LinkedIn, well, LinkedIn is a very powerful tool. I love it so much, but remember, you don't have to pay. It is a free site, but they actually ask for money as well. How do you use it in a free way to get connections? I call it join groups. Put in the name of the person you want to meet and speak to. You'll find what group they're a member of. See if you have any connections. So for example, one of your people you want to meet, a CEO, is part of the marketing association, and you can be part of the marketing association because you're a marketing student. You can get into that group and speak to the CEO without paying. Otherwise, you have to pay to meet this person.
To learn more about Dr. Career's books, blogs, articles, radio shows, and how to bring your career to the next level, visit drcareer.com or call 1-888-328-8293. You can also email him directly. He'll write you back at Philippe@drcareer.com.